Hi everyone, I am the Beardy Red Viking, and this is an unboxing video for the new album from Blood Incantation, Absolute Elsewhere. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today, as mentioned in the intro, I'm going to be unboxing the new Blood Incantation album, Absolute Elsewhere. I have bought two different versions of this particular album as Blood Incantation have released some absolutely phenomenal material over the last few years. They're an excellent band, so when I saw that they had the new album coming out, I had to pre-order it, and then I saw that there were a couple of different versions that took my fancy, so I had to order both of those different versions. So first of all, these, as you can see, are from my good friends at Amazon. They're not my friends at all. In fact, I'd probably class them as enemies if they weren't the cheapest and easiest place to get music from in the most part, as long as it's not your most underground of music, which obviously that would be Bandcamp. But for sort of more readily available music, stuff that's a bit more, not so much necessarily mainstream, but a little bit more easily available, Amazon is usually a pretty good place to pick stuff up from. They don't always deliver when you might expect them to, as this came out on Friday, but it didn't arrive until Sunday, which was yesterday as I'm filming this. So that was a little bit disappointing, but it's here, and I've only got round to open it today, so I shouldn't be complaining too much, to be perfectly honest with you. This is the first of the two packages that arrived containing a version of this album, and this is the most straight up version, so let's get it out right now in a massive parcel with not a great deal of protection, but it appears to be in decent nick, so I'm not going to complain too much. So this is the standard vinyl version, Absolute Elsewhere, Blood Incantation, a gatefold 180 gram black LP plus poster. Bit of a strange title, but they do tend to go with something that's a little bit out there with a lot of their music, obviously, in terms of the names of the music, the lyrical themes, stuff like that. That seems to be the style of Blood Incantation. Obviously, as a lot of you will know, they released an album a couple of years back which was all ambient stuff, to the surprise and anger of many fans of the death metal style that they tend to do more of. There's always a bit of that ambience and stuff and sci-fi sounding, synth driven stuff in the background of even the death metal stuff that they produce, but just an album of that on its own pissed off quite a lot of people. I love the artwork on some alien planet. Got a couple of different planets there, or moons, or whatever those are. A couple of pyramids, as you can see. I'm a big fan of ancient Egyptian history and stuff like that, so that definitely suits me. The perfectly legible logo of the band, as you will have seen many times before. Obviously everyone can see that says Blood Incantation. So yeah, this came out on Century Media on Friday last week, the 5th of October 2024. Let's dig into this. I haven't actually listened to the album yet. I've seen very good reports about it from various people. Few people on social media who I follow and know have said very good things about it, and I've seen some reviews that rave about it as well. I would expect it to be fantastic because it's Blood Incantation and it's a death metal album. But yeah, I tend to like to, if I've ordered an album, I tend to like to wait until I have it on physical format, preferably vinyl, before listening to it, so not to spoil it for myself when it finally turns up. So on the back of the album, we'll show you, first of all, we have some sort of Egyptian looking obelisks in front of a fiery red sun, again on this alien planet. Pretty cool artwork. And then it shows you the tracks. There's only 2 tracks on this 43-minute and 43-second album. Side 1, The Stargate, and side 2, The Message. It was produced by Arthur Risk and Blood Incantation, recorded at Hansa Ton Studios in Berlin. And this fantastic artwork was done by a guy called Steve R. Dodd. So I'll pull that out of the way first of all, because that's not going to be anything fantastically interesting. let's open the gatefold and see what we've got inside. So we've got some more artwork, sort of retro futuristic alien planet looking stuff. That is awesome. I absolutely love that. Fantastic piece of art. Again, makes me glad that I have this on vinyl. Let's dig in and see what else we've got. I think it mentioned that there was a poster. So, yeah, we've got an insert as well by the looks of it. So, let's have a look. The poster is just the dudes in front of a tall building of some sort. Be an old observatory or something with the dome at the top, but I'm not entirely sure. It certainly would be in fitting with the style of the music that these guys do. But yeah, the dude's looking gnarly and posy in front of a building in black and white. And then there's the insert with the dudes and then the lyrics on the back. Next up is the vinyl, which is just on standard black wax, which is probably my preferred form these days, to be honest. When I first started collecting vinyl, I was all about the wild variants of crazy colours and patterns and things like that, but over time I've come to just appreciate the classicness of black wax. I still do appreciate a crazy looking piece of vinyl as well, but unless it's something that really stands out to me or something that really matches the artwork, I do nowadays tend to go for black more often than not. So that is the standard vinyl edition of the album. So next up is I think they called it the Delux CD edition. Just quickly rip into this. Dump that down there. And they never bloody work. Always at the end that you don't get told to use is where they generally work. So maybe that's a lesson in non-conformity there. But yeah, this is the Delux CD edition. I believe they call these an earbook. I think I've seen these described as before. This is a 3 CD and Blu-ray edition. So it's got Absolute Elsewhere, the album, on disc 1. Disc 2 is All Gates Open, which is an original motion picture soundtrack apparently. Not sure what that is. I'll have to do a little bit of looking into that. Disc 3 is Luminescent Bridge, which is the EP that came out earlier this year. And disc 4 is All Gates Open in Search of Absolute Elsewhere, so I'm guessing that's what the disc 2 soundtrack is about. And then we have an Absolute Elsewhere Dolby Atmos / 5.1 mix. Again, it's got those handy little punched out little holes in the shrink wrap, so let's tear into that and see what we have inside, other than the obvious. So we have a little paper wraparound with the title and stuff on the front, and on the back there it's just a little gap so you can see the track listing. So on the front we have the album artwork in a sort of black border. Same on the back, the reverse of the album with a track listing of the 3 CDs and the Blu-ray disc, and again on a black border. As I say, I'm pretty sure these are described as an earbook. I bought 1 or 2 of these in the past and I'm pretty sure earbook is what they call them. I don't have a clue why they call them that, but yeah. There we go. So we have a nice booklet, Absolute Elsewhere limited edition. So that's probably what it was described as when I bought it. We've got a forward describing the ideas behind the album by the looks of things, written in May of 2024. And we've got that same artwork from the gatefold. I'll try and show you it like this. and have an idea of what I'm looking at. I'm guessing it's mainly going to be lyrics and stuff like that. Building Blocks and Matter Collection, Chapter 1. So it actually looks like there might be some kind of story here. Yeah, light years from now, someone will write a book detailing the history of blood incantation. It'll be part dusty leather-bound Dickensian tome, part binary code / data transmission from the outer reaches of the most outer universe, and in concert with the best band biographies. So on and so on. Plenty of stuff there. Yeah, got some lyrics, and then just some stories about the production of the EP, some concept art. This is really cool, actually. I do like this kind of stuff. Got a few of these kind of things to do with some of my favourite films and things like that. I've got a couple of Manic Street Preachers deluxe anniversary editions with the same kind of format, you know, got concept art, bits of art of the band recording and playing around the time of the album, and then stories about the production and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Loads of stuff. I'm not going to show you every single page, but you get the picture. And you've got some information about the gear that they used in the studio by the looks of things. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having a read of that. Lots of information, lots of writing. Nice one. That is brilliant. Happy with that. And then finally, at the back of the book, we have the 3 CDs and a single Blu-ray. So looking forward to digging into this album. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute masterwork. From everything I've seen so far, it would appear that that is the case, but I'm really looking forward to giving this a blast after I finish recording this video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate you taking the time to leave it a like, and if you want to see more of my videos as and when I record them, you can subscribe down below, and I hope to chat to you in the comments below as well. Let me know if you've picked this up, what you think of the album, if you think it's fantastic, if you think it's album of the year, if you think it's dud of the year, or if you think it's somewhere in between, if you hate the band or whatever. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to chat to you. Thanks again. Take care. Beardy Red Viking out.